Hi, welcome to our movie review. We are so excited to start off this series with you. My name is Judith, if you don't know that already, and with me I have the delectable.
My name is Tai, and it's nice to have you. Remember that we were here for the Big Brother Niger lockdown season 5 live videos, and we enjoyed your company.
Of course.
And we can't just break that chain, never, because we are always here for you, and trends is all we do. Everything that makes you happy is just our business. And this one is a new season, new themes,
New vibe.
new vibes, and new connections. So this is a movie review show for you. And we are going to be using our lenses to look at Nigerian movies, foreign movies. You know, when you see some slabs like this that are flying with Bluetooth, I'll be like, are you serious?
Oh my goodness.
You don't mean it. So we look at all those and the good sides of our industries.
Of course.
It's not only about the bad things. At some points we do some nice stunts.
Amazing stuff.
And now we used to now some in our movies.
No,
Bullets.
let's not push it. We are now slapping people proper.
Okay, so we are going to be starting this season with you, and it's going to be entertaining, educative, and informative.
Yes, it's going to be. And to start off this amazing new thing, we have a movie. This movie has been highly anticipated. I mean, it's an amazing one. I'm talking about Oloture.
Lockdown could not lock us down
At all.
because if you think that we cannot go to the cinemas, that was just by the way, and that was then. Now we can watch on the internet, and you can get the review on every ND. So Oloture, when I first saw I had problem pronouncing the name. So in case you also do not know how to pronounce the name, it is Oloture, and it means endurance.
Yep.
It's from Benue State, Idoma to be precise. So that's the first thing.
That's just the first thing. And I'd also like to let you know that this movie is rated 18. But then let me just give you a personal opinion. Let's make it 28. Rated 28.
38.5.
But officially.
Is there age?
But officially it's rated 18. So if you
Yeah.
have kids, it's not appropriate to see with kids, right? That's just by the way. Okay, we have 2 comments already, so let me attend to those before we go back 3. All right, we have from Favor, we have from Chukwemeka and Queen Esther. Favor says, okay, so we have started. Yes, we have. And Chukwemeka says, can't wait. We are here. Queen Esther is saying, waiting. Don't worry, we are diving right into it now.
So Oloture is about a movie that centered around a lady. Her name is Oloture. She has 2 sides of the lives. She has one official and hidden life, and then she has a real life, like a daughter to her mother.
Somebody's daughter.
So she's a journalist, and she went on an underground, investigative
investigation, yeah.
journalism that nobody was aware of except her boss.
Well, isn't that risky?
Like we saw in the movie, risky gone. It was
Very.
very, very dangerous, dangerful. So
Yeah, let's start. But we can't talk about this movie without saying how well the characters performed. Let's start with Kemi Lala and Wofai Fada, and they just embodied, because we're talking about commercial sex workers, from the way they acted to their mannerisms. Everything was just beautiful.
I didn't hear this word chenkers until I watched BB Niger.
Yeah.
So when I watched Oloture and I heard chenkers, I'm like, wow,
Chenkers.
I can relate.
So this thing is a thing, oh. It's really a thing.
So the theme of the movie, the dressing, the setting, the locations, the actors in that movie.
The costume was
I
just
give it to
beautiful.
you. I give it to you.
But can you see like how Wofai did it? She came in like, oh yes, I run this street. I am the chief of the commercial sex workers. Nobody can run my shine. It was just, she dragged Blessing, like, stop talking to this guy. And she just went in, smoking and all, white weave.
When you see that girl, cut cap for her. You don't want to be in the same business with that lady.
Honestly,
she held her business and she stood her ground.
Yeah.
However, the movie showed us a lot of things that are going on under our nose in this country that we might not really be aware of, and the dangers that Nigerian women, ladies looking for greener pastures go through, especially when they are ill motivated and they think that being a sexual worker is something that could be an option. But if you watch Oloture, you guard your girl child more, you advise your sisters more, and if you are a mom, you advise your daughter more.
Okay, now let's talk about the whole thing about sex work being like a market on its own.
It's an open market.
It is an open
According
market.
to the movie.
It is an open market because there's this clip where Oloture was there was this clip where she took someone's customer and it was Wafai. She took Wafai's customer and it almost turned into like a brawl in the club. But the guy was like, it's an open market, I can pick anybody I want. I said they will beat her, you will not be there.
The one that touched me was telling that guy that he's a fine boy. Oh.
Yeah, but you have to. Customer is always.
Oh man!
I don't know.
When they call you fine boy, go and check the mirror again. Like, after seeing your Oloture, and if you call me fine girl, I will quarrel with you.
Beauty is in the eye of the beholder, please.
Okay,
please.
Maybe.
But then again, let's talk about Sharon. Sharon typically she's always in all these CCECO roles, classy, 20-something year old, looking lit. This was a different role for Sharon. I have never seen her act anything like this. It was different, and she really did an amazing job with it. And then the fact that her escape was realistic when she went with the guy.
When you see a lady climbing the windows to escape
from a fine boy,
that is, I told you, from a fine boy, and it shows you how dangerous this work really could be.
Honestly.
But talking about the movie now. She jumped over the window. She removed the window, jumped down, but had a bruise.
Yeah.
And that bruise was really
shown,
bleeding, and it was a nice costume.
It was really nice. The special effects makeup artists did a good job. They did not ignore the detail. Even when she removed her shoe to block the door, normally people just shut the door and say, let me try and escape. But she had to wedge the door. When the guy came, she hit him off, and that fall looked like an actual fall. Not copy and paste.
You just see the person down. It was really
it was very detailed and realistic. It was just something else. Now she was always avoiding sex work as well.
That I have a problem with that place. Because if you are a journalist and you know the kind of job you want to go and do to investigate, and you want to be an undercover prostitute, as it were, you need to be able to give like allowance for some things. Like, look at the way the guy was dragging. Like,
he kept on saying,
come now,
like, come, let's go up.
What's going on here?
Steps, you look, hey God, which kind of alarm?
What did I get myself into?
And then he kept on persuading her, like, come on. So I felt like the way she was acting, obviously this wasn't the first time. Everybody thought she was like the prima donna of the brothel. People could have suspected, don't you think? Like, if I was there, I'll be like, this girl that does not.
It was the guy that I was thinking, like, the guy is not a new customer in that brothel.
Yeah.
So she was like, okay, maybe she's a Johnny just come. But when they say, I dey come, I just want to go pee. And I did not see you again.
Always works. I'm coming, let me use the restroom. These are people run away when they don't want to pay for food.
Exactly. And then she didn't collect the money. She got some bruises, which was real. And she escaped.
She escaped, thankfully.
And getting back to the brothel, the fight was fierce. But something that I want to talk about is like, they gave us one scene that looked like horror movie. I don't know what they were doing that place, but it was nice.
About that first. Let's talk about the fact that Lagos traffic kept Oloture on the road.
See,
from night till morning.
Don't be blackmailing Lagos State, because we know there are hold-ups, spiritual hold-ups. Because this one, you don't even know what is causing the hold-up. But this one, she left that place at night.
She escaped at night,
and she got home in the same bus in the morning. I was like, is it another continent?
Maybe she traveled from Lagos to Ogun.
It's just one signboard that separated Lagos and Ogun State.
I really didn't understand. I think that was a hitch, but I mean, we can always look past that.
They managed it. Don't worry. So one of the other things that could make that Oloture very interesting
is the location.
The location. It was a proper Lagos street.
Yeah.
We didn't have just one person standing by the side and just one worker pass. No, it was filled up. The costume of the ladies, everything. It was not just one or two sexual workers. They were like the normal way we used to see them on the street. There were many. And then the way they used to dress, I've not been to, but I've passed through some.
Say the truth.
No, I will not lie to you. I've passed through some brothels, and you can see the way things are done, like the way they
The-
dress when they are at home.
Yeah, the arrangement of the place, like everybody's property is everywhere.
You need to see those things
People
they
are
put on
hustling
the
to eat.
lines. I don't want to mention anything.
It's not really see those things they put online, but that's how it is. You know,
Yeah.
if you enter a typical girls'
Girls' style.
hostel, yeah, it's like that. People's property are all over the place. Things are just lying around. But with the brothel, it's even more disorganized because these ladies don't even have time for themselves. They are working around the clock. They don't really care about all these things. They just want to make this money. So I love the fact that they captured that environment.
It was nice. Thumbs up to you.
Thumbs up, yeah.
Then, like you said, they are now slapping very well. Like when they beat in the movies, Nigerian movies, you just like, it's like they use Bluetooth to send the slap. But this one was landing very well. The slaps were, when they beat, when they punch, you see the punch and the hand going side by side. And then, they've been doing well, right?
Yeah.
They made one mistake.
Which?
Okay. An undercover that went to a place to sneak and get information. And then, right in the market, where the person you went to sneak on was, you were making call to give information that was supposed to be secretive.
I felt that way because it's like, this woman is a big woman.
They know her in the market.
She'll be, if there's a market committee, she'll be there, and you just go and say, I found her name. Her name is Alero. She gave her plate number.
Really?
Hello? Investigative journalism. Ma?
Don't do that again.
Don't go there. Don't go there. So I think that was also one mistake they made. That whole part. And even when she went sneaking, she wasn't
district about
how
it.
do you go sneaking with green hair? Let's start from there.
There's one girl that passed green hair. Like, they will know that you are the one.
You'll be easy to spot. She wasn't hiding. She was just there holding out her phone. It was just a whole lot, to be honest. And I felt like they could have done a little bit more work with how discreet they were.
Yeah.
They could have done a little bit more work with how discreet they were. And then they didn't explain to us who the guy was.
I was thinking, are they just maybe boss and subordinates, friends at work, or boyfriend and girlfriend?
That relationship was not defined.
They just kept us hanging.
Yeah.
And when you start to jump into conclusion, you can break a leg. Yeah. So I didn't want to break my leg, so I didn't jump into conclusion. I just left it for Oloture. Like, really, is this boy or this guy? You jumped.
I risked my leg.
I was like, okay. I guess that much. It was a very deep one. So they should have told us.
Yeah.
Are they dating?
Yeah, but just give us some definition. Because he obviously is her supervisor at work. But then their conversation was a bit more friendly. And then there was the whole thing of having heart attack because you're seeing me with other guys. So what is it exactly?
I can guess it's an entanglement. Official entanglement.
That's the right word. It's an entanglement. It's an entanglement because I'm not sure what it is. So yeah, that one was another part that wasn't clearly that transition from I'm undercover to this is the person I'm working for, but he's also my this or my that. It wasn't clear. But I also love the fact that they showed her other life.
That place. No, I remembered my mom when they showed her other life. When you see your mom going to pack clothes outside.
On her head.
Yes. And then she's packing the clothes as she put it on her head. Like she put it on.
But then also the woman, it's very typical of African mothers. I can't say for other continents because I live here. Whenever you come visiting, no matter how old you are, they must offer you food. And I dare you to reject that
My
food.
grandmother will bag biscuits.
I dare you
and
to
sugar inside your handbag.
Food. Yeah, and it was just really nice. But then again, that transition from the Ehi, that was her undercover name, Ehi, to Oloture. The outfits, the hair, the mannerisms, language, and did you see how beautiful the Idoma was? The Idoma was fluent.
I needed to check the biography, where are you from?
Where is your mother from?
Did they teach you this language or it's because of the drama? And I got to understand that she's from Benue.
She's from Benue, yes.
And it was, some people don't even know how to speak their local dialect.
Exactly.
In case you don't know how to speak your local dialect, give it a trial.
Yeah, it was just really that different side, just give you a different touch. Like, yes, you're undercover, we know that you're undercover, but what else happens in your normal life? So that was what they showed us. Now, she went undercover and kind of I wouldn't say she got lost, but she got roped in.
She roped herself in.
Did she?
She could have just Like, this thing is too
But
much.
she was trying to find, like, she was trying to get as much information as possible. She wanted to go as deep as she could. Remember, we're doing investigative journalism here.
Anyway, yeah, it's good to see it through when you want to do something. What is worth doing at all?
It's not doing well.
It's not doing well.
Yeah.
But she was raped.
Sadly.
Yeah. Regrettably and unfortunately.
But then again, like, I don't know what the camera movement
They should help us ask that man.
I don't know why they did Patrick like this. But it was just, it was hilarious. I don't know, it was not supposed to be like a comic touch.
Horror movie.
Because I'm like, why is the camera zooming into his head?
Like,
come on. But then again, you see that thing I was telling you about, always avoiding, if you're going to go the depth and, do something like this, one way or another, you're going to find yourself doing things, compromising certain values and doing things you don't want to do.
There was no way.
Because she tried to escape, but she was drugged.
There was no way.
There was really no way she could have done it without at least compromising certain aspects of her life.
I pity that anyway.
Yeah, it was really
professional.
Sad. It was really sad.
You have to make some sacrifices. I'm talking about slaps. That slap, I can't forget.
Papa Dupa.
Oh my God.
Anytime I like when I was watching it, I was
like, have they slapped you like this before?
It was
on a Tuesday afternoon like this. Oh my God.
That was real.
Yeah.
That was real. The beating was real.
Can you take that kind of part? Like,
that's the end of the movie.
They should make me believe when I was slap you. It must be real.
No. I don't envy actresses.
We must review the movie.
That slap was too real. I don't know how much he was paid, but he
didn't really slap her.
It had to be.
No, it couldn't have been.
If it was a stunt,
she would have lost at least a tooth. At least one. Those slaps were... Those slaps were real.
It is this. But I feel like if it was a stunt, they executed it beautifully. It was seamless. You wouldn't have known. Because I think it's real. But if you say it's not, who are we? So kudos for that. We have gone past days where you slap somebody and you'll be seeing blue lights, but the slap is not reaching the face.
You see sparkles.
Bing.
Okay. One thing that is so sad about the reality of our country, Nigeria, that was exhibited in the movie was the naptip thing in the movie.
Yeah. The delayed. But can you really blame naptip? Because they didn't put them like in the loop from the beginning of this investigation. It was now when it became an emergency that you're like, okay, let me run to naptip. When you're doing things like this, I feel like everybody, all the authorities who are involved in this kind of situation have to be in the loop. Like, you have to let them know so that if there's an emergency like this,
I agree, but the kind of job they do.
Yeah.
Because the man said all our men are out for special duty.
But when she entered the building, there were some men outside. What were they doing? When
really? We are
them.
shouting right now for NSAS. We're saying brutality, killing and maiming of Nigerians, extortion, and hear about
all these things.
So, talking about some government parastatals, ministries, and stuffs, we need to be on top of our games.
Yeah.
Because if they had gone for the rescue mission, Oloture would not have gotten
to the point where she did. Let's not tell you the points yet.
We won't
have gotten to the point where we did. But yeah, that aside, but again, I would say that somehow there's something they didn't tell us about that naptip man. Because
I suspect him.
Yes, I suspect him. This man is working with the traffickers.
In case you have seen Oloture,
you want to tell me?
Drop the comments.
Do you think he's working with? Because this his face was like, I don't care if she wants to die, she should die.
I think that guy.
Something
is working with the people.
Look at no. Let's play the clip again. Look at his face. Like, sir, there's an emergency. Something.
Let's go now.
Okay. Whatever happens.
No way.
It was the kind of like a school attitude. I was just like,
is that how you used to do?
Sir, are you a snitch?
Is that how you used to do?
Yeah, but that was it. And then finally, the end of the movie. Now, talking about the last scenes, it was not what we expected. It was not what we expected. Yeah, so Oloture tried to escape with her friend's sister, but there was a cut, The other person was able to escape. Her, not so lucky. She was caught, she was beaten to a pulp, and she was dragged back into the bus. Now, this was why they were trying... I don't know how to explain it. Like, this is you. This is, should I say, salvation or freedom? but you can't reach it because her supervisor made it to the border. They were trying to push them through the borders to a new country, Benin Republic, because there was, they had to change plans quickly and rush off. Now, her supervisor made it to that place, but then Nigerian army.
When you're hearing this phrase, mind your business, that was what happened in that place because that place was well populated. People were even watching.
That's the thing.
And they were
when they were shouting
her.
like, help, 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 everybody was like, who is this?
Wait till concern me.
I better go. Let me be on my own.
But does that really happen in real life?
I don't think so. Nah. Nigerians are anything but people that mind their businesses.
Even if it is ordinary, put camera and take some snap and
just
put
someone will be if they won't even get into the Europe they were going to get to because by the time it reaches bloggers, everybody and then there were people there. The thing with Nigerians, we don't mind our business, but it can be a good thing because at the point where that guy started beating her,
people will have like, waiting happen. Why you dey beat her now? Woman now, waiting.
Do you understand? But everybody was no, we're at the border. Maybe it was Benin Republic people that were there. You can't be
even
Nigerians.
at that.
You can't be Nigerian.
Even at that, we're Africans.
I can speak for my country.
Even at that, we're Africans.
It can't be us, but yeah.
But anyway, the movie, you need to see it if you have not seen it.
Of course.
So the movie ended somehow.
Yeah.
She went for a trip she would not have wished she went on.
Yeah, it was just fascinating how she went from being a journalist to a trafficked victim in less than how many hours. It was just that for me was the highlight of the movie. Like that switch, who would have expected? And then it shows that some people who are being trafficked are not even the main people that you would think. Because now when you see sex workers, you'll be like, okay, yeah, they are possible victims. But who would have thought that a journalist would be a trafficked victim? How would she start saying her story?
I was waiting for her to finally escape or get
the
there,
window.
and I saw the end.
The end.
Like there must be a part two.
The end.
There must be a part two, but do you think there's going to be a continuation?
I don't think so. Everything doesn't have to have a happy ending. Everything does not have to have it. It's very possible that some people who made it to Europe somewhere or another did not even think they would have done it. This is just one side, one way to tell the story. It mustn't be, I want to go to Europe to make a better living. It could have been anything. People are trafficked in different ways, and I think that was what they were trying to push. It doesn't have to be through commercial sex work. It doesn't have to be through
life is not fair
trying
after
to
all.
smuggle yourself. Yeah, so yeah, that was a really lovely twist. Shout out to Gyang for producing this movie and to Mo. Gyang was the director and Mo was the executive producer. You guys gave us. I would recommend this movie a good 9/10. Like I'll give it a 9/10.
I would
absolutely.
Jara.
What's the half for?
Jara no.
We'll remove the half for that time she was shouting in the market. Remove another quarter for
that market that she was making correct.
Yes, and that's why we removed half.
Which other one?
We remove for the scenes that we cannot show. Some parts of it.
You need to see that
some
one.
parts of it were not so realistic.
But remember,
we'll
rated 20.
8.5.
But according to the movie producer,
18.
rated 18.
Yeah. So rate it over 10.
I'll give it 9, like you said.
9.
Yeah, to be fair, to give it 9.
Yeah, really lovely. Oh yeah, but we didn't talk about the use of language. Like she said,
we talked about it,
but we didn't put the use of commercial sex language. When she called putana, she said
rated 18.
Yeah, that
rated 18. So
you know what, you don't know what we're talking about, but that's what she did. She's called her for that specially, and a lot of people were conversant with that.
That's
like
why
they know it.
You need to see it.
You need to see that.
When you do, drop your comment. Let us know what you think. If you are thinking what we are thinking or what we thought while we watched, let us know.
Yeah.
If you think there's going to be a continuation, is this lady really going to go like that, or she's going to come back, or not going to run after them to Togo? Or
hopefully, if they
the
cannot
boss
be in Nigeria,
we jack back to Togo to go and look for his girlfriend or colleague or subordinate, somebody Oloture. Let's know what you think about this movie, and let us know the movie you want us to review next.
Drop your suggestions.
Comment. Let us know the movie you want us to talk about in our next show. If you have the opinion or option, give us. If you don't have, we have something to give you already. So until then.
Yes, my name is Judith.
And I'm Tai. This is every NG.
Bye.
And we are here for you.